it's just a squeeze.
Wow.
Is this what recreational drugs feel like?
So I really loved the movie. It was super funny. It had so many, avenues to it. What was challenging about bringing your character Mellie to life?
I think for me, it was the most challenging was really making sure that Molotov felt like a creation of her, and really making sure there was a big enough difference between the two. And I think where I tried to focus that was with her physicality.
What did you love about your character, Buddy?
His innocence, I think, his innocence was able to translate to his heart, right? So like, because Buddy was just cool with the way things kind of is in a way, he's able to help his friend who started to go through a thing where he's starting to open his eyes and seeing everything for what it really is. So he's still able to channel this innocence into their friendship. Especially as adults, sometimes we go away from that. And our innocence, some of that childlike innocence is, I think, what keeps us, let us have sympathize with people and things like this.
You played it pretty much in both parts. So you were like in the gaming world and in reality. How did you mesh those two? Like, how did you make those actually different?
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice because Key's character his job is pretty much to be like the police officer for this game. So it kind of lends itself sort of to that part.
Did y'all film those in the same day when you had to be inside the game and outside of the game, or separate times?
They were separate. I think those were a couple weeks apart, actually.
You do so many things across the board. I see you have so much in production. You have so many genres that you touch on when you produce and direct and all executive produce. How do you always bring something new to each project?
What I try to do is I try to bring a look and a tone that is determined by the story. So, something is required of Night at the Museum that's very different than Real Steel or Stranger Things. I also try to bring warmth and real heart to the story, no matter what kind of story it is.
So what was challenging about bringing this script to life?
I think it's always a challenge that, when you're trying to bring a completely original blockbuster, big scale film to audiences, that isn't based on a comic book, that isn't based on an IP that pre-exists or something that is universally known going in. It's always a challenge because they're increasingly rare, making movies like that. So, for movies like Free Guy, once you get something right in the movie, then I feel like we're almost obliged to make it 30% better than it already is.
What was challenging is to make a movie that felt authentic to gamers, but wasn't a movie just for gamers.
How did you bring into the characters? Since this is, maybe a little bit different, like you say, you had to tap into an innocent side. How did you bring that to life?
Sean Levy is a great director, right? So it's us constantly talking about who the character is and what world they're in. And one of the things I try to do with like anything I do is to commit to the world. And it's like, all right, I'm in a video game. I don't know, I'm not real. I ain't got no birth certificate. Like I had to go really deep into whatever. Like Buddy was really comfortable with who he is.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things, once again, I took away from that character is just own it. When you own who you is, life is a lot easier, man.
Right. What character did you love the most?
Well, that's a tough one because I love these actors so much. I gotta say, it's hard to top Antoine. Taika Waititi, who is a fellow director and a brilliant one, he came in and just let his freak flag just flutter in the wind.
If there is a sequel, what would you like to see with For Keys?
Well, I don't know, but we explore some pretty cool stuff with like AI in this movie and how AI is a good thing. We were talking about this earlier, but it would be kind of cool to see like what if the very thing that they created that is a good thing starts to go the other direction.
Oh, that's a tough question because what I actually also love about this movie is that I feel like it has the perfect ending. I mean, I don't know about you, and don't get me wrong, this world could go on so many directions,
Right.
but that's what I loved about it. It felt so whole.
It'd be interesting if the roles flipped, where he
Yeah.
becomes just this different guy. Like he may even look different. You know what I'm saying? Like Buddy may be on some whole other stuff. So, which
He'll look like dude. Will he get a dude?
yeah, like Willie, or he just turns it to the thing he didn't like.